So now I'm going to talk about our areas for improvements, which we could have made better on the day, but we obviously couldn't highlight until hindsight. So first of all, I'd say that we could include everyone. In the strength section, I mentioned that we included most people in our activities. It would have been a bit better for us to include everyone. There were, obviously, because it was raining and we were inside, some of the children were feeling demotivated by the activities and lack of sort of energy in them, because due to lack of room we couldn't run around as much, and it was a safety risk. So some children were demotivated, they started messing around, screaming, throwing the beanbags around like unnecessarily far and around, and it did cause a problem for other children who were really trying to do what we planned. So I do think we could have made an effort to maybe adapt our activities a little bit more to include more children, because there was some that just weren't feeling it on that day. So we did the jumping animals one, which involved running around jumping in the hoops, but that grid was very small and very compact, so it meant everyone was nearly running into each other. And we did the jumping and the throwing one as well, so you thrown at the target, but that wasn't as fun either, because you could only go as far as underarm throwing. There physically wasn't enough room in the hall to practice the children's overarm throwing, which is ideally what we would have liked to do. So outside we had overarm throwing going on, we had big areas to do running and jumping in, and rats and rabbits, there was plenty of room to do running, but we had to drop the rats and rabbits on when we moved inside, because there wasn't enough room just to have all three activities running at the same time. And if we had done rats and rabbits, there is a very good chance that the children wouldn't have been able to stop in time. They would have run into walls, obstacles, gymnastic equipment which they had in their hall on the side, pushed to the side, and this could have presented a problem for us. It really could, because people could have run into it. So we had to reconsider, obviously, and we thought, you know what, we'll sacrifice some of the energy and we'll try and include everyone, thinking that people would be up for it as much as we were, which didn't happen. But we reevaluated, we brought the throwing targets inside, and we said, look, we can't do overarm throwing, we're going to have to do underarm throwing, and it's still working on throwing and catching, it's still working on the hand-eye coordination that they need. It just meant that they weren't able to work on their longer throwing as much as their shorter throwing, but we worked around it. And so an area for development would definitely be to have that plan already set out. So expect there to be rain, and have two plans. Have a plan for outdoors and sunny, and have a plan for it being indoors due to the rain. Now, we could have made this plan beforehand, but because we were quite young, lack of experience, we didn't really think that far ahead to plan for rainy conditions. So when it came as a bit of a shock to all of us. So we were a bit of sort of a chaotic mess trying to sort it out. So in the future, an area for improvement would definitely be to make a secondary B, like plan B, in case we couldn't execute plan A for whatever reason. So it just might be winter, it might be the state of the field outside, and it's sometimes the hall is more suited to the environment which is happening outside of the building. So I think we did what we could, but to improve, include more of the children, keep them up, like enthusiastic about what we're doing, slightly fewer activities, and more accurately plan them so we know what we're doing, and come up with a plan B just in case plan A doesn't carry on and go forward.